I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document.
That's former FBI Director James Comey on the hot seat today on Capitol Hill. He explained to the Senate Intelligence Committee why he felt it was necessary to document all of his meetings with President Donald Trump. And when asked about Trump's suggestions that the president recorded their conversations, he had this to say.
I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope there are tapes.
This was Comey's first public testimony about meetings he had with President Trump since he was fired. Senators wanted to know whether or not he was trying to interfere with the president. For more on that, let's go to CBS News reporter Mola Linji with more in Washington.
Detail about his conversation with the president. He encouraged the president to release any tapes of those conversations if they do in fact exist. Perhaps his harshest criticism was that the White House has continued to lie about why he was ultimately fired as the head of the FBI. After his testimony, Mr. Trump's attorney accused Comey of committing a crime.
We're under siege. You understand that. But we will come out bigger and better and stronger than ever. You watch.
President Trump promised to keep fighting, just as former FBI Director James Comey told Congress the president fired him because of the investigation into Trump campaign ties with Russia.
I was fired in some way to change, or the endeavor was to change the way the Russia investigation was being conducted. That is a very big deal.
This is Comey's first public statement since being fired May 9th. Today, Comey admitted he leaked material to the press through a trusted friend because of the president's tweets warning he might have tapes of the meetings.
I asked him to because I thought that might prompt the appointment of a special counsel.
Some senators pushed Director Comey about his lack of a response when President Trump asked him to back off the investigation into fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
Why didn't you stop and say, Mr. President, this is wrong. I cannot discuss this with you?
It's a great question. Maybe if I were stronger, I would have. I was so stunned by the conversation that I just took it in.
Mark Kasowitz, President Trump's personal attorney, denied the president ever asked to stop the investigation.
The president never suggested that Mr. Comey, quote, let Flynn go.
And Mr. Kasowitz slammed Comey for leaking the material, saying he would leave it up to authorities as to whether Comey should be prosecuted for sharing privileged conversations with the president. During his testimony, James Comey would not conclude whether or not, in his view, the president obstructed justice. He did suggest that the investigation currently being handled by special counsel Robert Mueller would ultimately do that. Mola Lengi on Capitol Hill, back to you.